My name is Hubert Brady. My story is cold dark. Johnny Donnelly stumbled as he climbed up the path onto the railway line. It was a short cut to his home. It was Sunday night, and he often had a drink after he did the shopping. The night was bright, frosty, moonlit, without a breeze. The star-studded sky heralded a continuation of the frost and possibly snow. It was very cold. Pulling his coat tightly around him, he hurried along the track. He knew he should not walk on the railway, but it brought him near to the path that led to his house. As he reached the station by which he had to pass, he kept an eye for the station master, who more than once had reprimanded him for walking on the line. No one saw him, so he hurried on. As he came to the path that led in the direction of his home, he noticed something glinting in the moonlight. Bending down, he picked up a large lump of shining coal. Putting it under his arm, he trudged along. It wasn't unusual to find coal scattered on the railway, having fallen from the coal truck attached to the steam engine, but a lump this size was unusual. Johnny lived with his wife Rosie on the bog road close to where it joined the main road. They had a small thatched house tucked under a clump of trees. The house was kept spick and span, and the adjoining garden, enclosed by a whitewashed paling, kept them in vegetables. They had one son who joined the army, as many did at that particular time. He went to fight in the 1914-1918 war. He fought in the Battle of the Somme and was eventually reported missing. But they always prayed that he would return someday. Coming home one evening, weary and tired, he found Rosie sitting by the fire, staring into the flames. Ignoring his salutations, she stared straight ahead. We had finished the job, he ventured, as he took off his coat. Looking around, he noticed an envelope in the window, and picking it up with trembling hand, he drew out the page. His heart started to pound as his eyes caught the dreaded words. The War Office, London, 1918. We regret to inform you and confirm Private John Donnelly was killed in action on... He read no more as he slumped into a chair. No words were spoken, and towards midnight Rosie slipped quietly off to bed. Towards morning, Rosie woke from a troubled sleep, and realizing Johnny was not in bed, she went anxiously through the door to the kitchen. Johnny was still slumped in the chair, with the letter still clutched in his now lifeless hand. His heart was not able to bear the shock. Johnny was waked in the kitchen on the coldest Sunday night in memory, and the neighbours who played cards now stood quietly around to pay their respects. They stood around silently in the dim light of the flickering candles that surrounded Johnny's bed, while the lump of coal burned brightly on the hearth, casting eerie shadows across his pallid countenance.